everyone, it's Kay here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are building a cute little 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom beach cottage in Brindleton Bay, and this is the Bedlington Boathouse lot. So it's the lot that isn't next to any roads. It's kind of secluded here, nestled between the trees, and it does have direct beach access. So that's why I thought it would be perfect for this house. And this is actually a completely different house that I was planning on building today, but I had my Pinterest open and I will post the reference picture here that happened to show up on my feed, and I saw it, and for some reason I thought of this lot and I thought it would just fit perfectly here. So I decided to give it a try, and I'm really happy that I did because I like how it came out. I think it's really cute, so hopefully you guys will like it too. But just working on the structure here, it came together pretty easily. It's basically just like one big square with one little bump out and then sort of like a small second story. And I had a lot of trouble with the floor plan for this though, because it is a pretty small house and I did want to have like actual stairs as opposed to a ladder. I didn't think a ladder would really fit with the aesthetic that I was going for. So I did cut out the floor plan from this video. I didn't think it was necessary. It's also really small, so it wasn't that interesting to watch. And like I said, I was struggling with it, so I decided to leave that out. Hopefully you guys don't mind. And then I did also cut out some of the landscaping because it was just getting really repetitive and I didn't think it was necessary to include in the video. So hopefully that is okay. But this is just some of the landscaping that I decided to keep in. So I kept it pretty simple. I think I only used like a total of I think I used two or three bushes and then a couple of plants from the debug menu, just so that it would blend in a little bit more with the surroundings. And then, so I guess I did leave in a little bit of the floor plan. I don't show it completely. I guess I show the bottom floor only, which it's a pretty open floor plan. Just the bedroom is closed off. And then I cut out the second floor because I was struggling so bad. It's such a small space. And with the stairs kind of right in the middle of the room, I really was struggling to try to figure out the floor plan. Plus there was windows everywhere. So it was really hard to kind of section off spaces and decide what was going to be or what was going to go where. So the second floor just ends up being the bathroom. And then there's also a computer desk with a laptop up there. So kind of like a workspace. And then I also put an art easel just for an extra activity for your Sims to do. But we're just decorating the patio now. I wanted it to be really pretty with lots of flowers. And then I used that cool new palm tree from the paranormal stuff pack. And then I kind of keep the same theme going on the back patio. This will actually change slightly because once we get to the inside, I decided that I wanted another big window looking out to the back because I mean, it's such a pretty ocean view. How could you not have these huge open windows looking out to that with the light pouring in? And yeah, it's really pretty. And I wish this were a real house. I mean, it is a real house, but I wish this was somewhere that I could go. I think it would be like a really cute vacation home for your Sims if you wanted to make it a rental lot, since that is something that we can do now with one of the recent updates that came just before the Snowy Escape expansion pack came out. So yeah, I think that would be a really cool idea. Since you can have rental lots in any world, this could definitely work as a rental home for your Sims to visit. But here we are now working on the inside. So this is going to be the kitchen area. As you can see, I decided to go with really light colored furniture. I just wanted to keep it really kind of fresh and like beachy sort of aesthetic, I guess you could call it. And then I didn't use any cabinets in the kitchen because I felt like it would have really closed off the room and made it feel really cramped. So I just used a couple of shelves for some clutter items. And then again, if you use this as a rental home, I think that's kind of perfect because you really wouldn't have too much clutter in the kitchen. It would basically just be some plates, some pots for cooking, and then some utensils to eat with. So that's kind of the thought that I had there. And then I also added those blue tiles, or I guess blue and kind of beige colored tiles from that came with the Parenthood game pack, just to add a little bit more color to the room. It was feeling a little bit plain. So that's why I added those. And then I really liked the colors as well. I felt like it just kind of all matched really perfectly. But yeah, so just adding a few more items. These items on top of the stove obviously aren't functional. I just put them up there for looks. And then just adding a few more shelves over here on the left side, or not really the shelves. It's kind of just like the shelf decoration that has like the mittens and the coffee mug. I thought that would look really cute over there above the coffee maker. And then I think that's about it for the kitchen. Just adding more windows again to let in more light. I wanted it to be more natural and just have a lot of light flowing through. And then, yeah, I think that is about it for the kitchen. And then we are going to move on to the dining space here. I decided to use this table from the laundry day stuff pack, and then I was going to put chairs all around it, but I didn't think that there would really be too many Sims in this house. There is actually in the bedroom is just a single bed, and then I mean, if you wanted to have another Sim, they could always sleep on the couch, or you could probably also fit a Murphy bed somewhere. I think there's definitely maybe some space here in the dining room. I'm not sure how big the Murphy bed is once it's like open, but I think it might fit. Okay, I totally take that back because like I mentioned before, I did add another window, so I had to move the door over, but right where that door is where I was thinking you could put a Murphy bed if you wanted another Sim to sleep here, which kind of would have been a cool idea because I did not include a TV in this build. I kind of just wanted it to be like more natural. I mean, there is the laptop upstairs, but that's more so just because laptops or computers are kind of necessary for a lot of things in The Sims. So that's why I decided to add that. But other than that, there isn't a TV. There isn't really too many electronics. It's just kind of a fun little home. And then, yeah, just added a bookshelf here and cluttering it up with a few more items. That was the red OMSP shelf that allows you to raise and lower items a lot more precisely, so you can clutter up shelves that might not typically have snapping points. And so yeah, it's really useful. I actually just downloaded it not too long ago. I want to say like maybe 2 months ago, and I use it probably in almost every build now. So yeah, and then I am so sorry if you guys just heard my neighbor's dog bark. That dog barks all the time, day and night for hours at a time, and it's really quite obnoxious. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. I haven't gotten up the courage to go and talk to my neighbors yet, partially because I have dogs as well, and I'm not sure how much they bark or if they bark when I'm not home, so I didn't want to go complain about something that my dogs are potentially doing as well. Even though my dogs definitely don't bark at night. They sleep in the bedroom with my husband and I, so I know they don't bark at night, unlike my neighbor's dogs. But yeah, so it's quite obnoxious. And like I said, it's sorry if you guys heard it. Hopefully it wasn't too loud, but here we are just working on the little seating area. I guess, I mean, technically it's the living room, but like I said, there isn't a TV in this build, so it's more of just like a little sitting area where your Sims can talk and have coffee and read a book or just enjoy that view. And I'm really glad I added that second window. I feel like it fits perfectly and just lets in a lot more light, just allows you to see the ocean a lot better than it was before. But yeah, that's about it for the living room. And then over here is just the entryway. And I just cluttered up with a few items that I use in all of my entryways: a mirror, the coat rack, and then a few plants for decoration. And then I use these same rugs throughout the whole build. So you might have noticed that I use it on both the front and the back door, the inside and the outside. And I just wanted it to be really cohesive. I didn't want it to look kind of, I don't know, mismatched with a bunch of different rugs. So that's why I did that. And it also fit in really well with the color scheme, I felt like. And it actually ties in really well with the bedroom. So you'll see here that I'm going with a really light colored, well, I guess like a lavender purple bedroom. It is a really small space. I think I'm just able to fit like the bed, the dresser, and then a chair and a mirror and some other decorations. But I mean, I figured your Sim probably isn't going to be spending too much time in the bedroom in a house like this. They're either going to be outside or at the beach or on one of the patios. So yeah, there really doesn't need to be too much space in the bedroom. Just cluttering it up with a few items. I add some like this book sculpture over here that came with the Vintage Glamour stuff pack, I believe. And then I do also put a hamper in the bedroom. I put it behind the door at first, but I did have to move it because when I was playtesting it, my Sim could not access it. But I put the hamper because outside I did put the clothesline that came with the laundry day stuff pack, so I wanted to make sure there was a hamper so that when your sim changes their clothes, they don't just throw them on the floor. And then, yeah, that's about it for the bedroom. And so here we are now moving on to this crazy upstairs that has the weirdest shape. And you can see why I was struggling with it. There's just really not much to do. And there's just really not many options. But I actually really like how the bathroom came out. I feel like with the counter and the sink right there, just looking out the window, it's the perfect place for it. I mean, how nice would it be to get ready in a bathroom like this where you just have the ocean as your view? I mean, I know I definitely would not mind getting up every day for work and getting ready in a bathroom like this. So yeah, I think it came out really nice, just adding a few items to the counters to clutter it up a little bit. And I think that is about it for the bathroom. There wasn't really too much space to do anything super fancy, but I do like how it came out. I was going to use the basket. It's from the debug menu for Jungle Adventures, and I've done this before in some of my builds where I put some items in that basket as like the basket is like holding those items, but I couldn't remember what items I used to make it look pretty because the items that I had chosen just they weren't looking right. So I decided to get rid of it, but now we're just adding the computer and the laptop that I had mentioned earlier. And then I didn't really add too many items up here. I kind of just was lacking on the ideas because it is a small space and I wanted it to be functional. So that's about it. I do add another bookcase and then some more plants for decoration. And I do believe that is about it for the upstairs. It's not too exciting, but it is a pretty small and funky shaped space. So yeah, that is just about it for this build. We are going to head on to the outside and add a couple of last minute decorations. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and I will be back with another video for you very soon. Bye!
Do